Hi everyone, Meta Anime here. Hope you are doing well. Today I am going to tell the story of a film called A Whisker Away.
大好きだよ、太郎。
This film was released in 2020 on Netflix and is probably one of the more well-known anime released by Netflix with its unique and interesting plotline. It was directed by Junichi Sato and written by Mari Okada, who is well known for her other film like Anohana, The Flower We Saw That Day. Before we go, this video contains spoilers. So please take this warning for those that haven't watched this movie yet. So, here's the recap of A Whisker Away. The film starts with a little girl who seems lost and confused at what seems to be a festival filled with silhouettes of cats, and a big fat cat asked her if she's lost. We then see our main protagonist, Mio Sasaki, at a festival with her mother. Mio is a junior high school student who is seen together with her mother that had separated from her husband, who already remarried. Mio, who was busy playing, was annoyed with her mother, who asked Mio to ask her father to let her live with her mother. She then ran away to the park and met a cat mask seller who looked like a fat cat. The scene ends with the fat cat offering Mio to try one of his masks. The next day, Mio meets up with her friend Yori on the way to school. In front of the school gate, Mio's attention suddenly got diverted to one of the boy students that she likes called Kento Hinode. Mio then bumped her butt against Hinode's butt, hoping to get his attention. But Hinode ignores her every time. Because of her weird acts, her classmates call her Muge, meaning Miss Ultra Gaga and enigmatic. At the park, Yori tells Mio that Hinode has no interest in her. Meanwhile, Mio is very confident that there's no other girl that is as close to Hinode as her. Mio then tells the story of her and Hinode together at a festival. There, she and Hinode were snuggling with each other. But Yori doesn't believe a word Mio said about that story and thinks she is daydreaming. At home, Mio was welcomed by a cat named Kanako. Kanako is the favorite cat of her stepmother named Kaoru. Kaoru is always nice to Mio, but Mio always evades her, saying that she doesn't want to bother her. Mio then goes to her room and takes out a cat mask from the mysterious cat mask seller at the park. A cat was then seen coming out from Mio's room window. On the other hand, Hinode is busy looking for his cat named Tarou. While looking for her at the back of his house, Tarou suddenly jumped from the roof onto Hinode, making him fall. Hinode likes to smell Tarou, saying that she smells like the sun. Hinode then went to his grandfather's studio to learn pottery. Unfortunately, he failed to shape the clay he is working on. His grandfather then told him that he is probably as troubled with something, saying that the state of the heart will always show in the work. Hinode then went to the kitchen to make food for Tarou. When Tarou was eating, the clock suddenly rang and Tarou then left Hinode, just like how Cinderella left when midnight came. Hinode is already used to it because that's what Tarou usually does. Tarou was then seen jumping on a top of a house and then changed into a girl who apparently is Mio. The mask she wears allows her to change into a cat, and using this, Mio gets to be close with Hinode. At Hinode's house, Hinode's older sister named Yumi was trying to feed Tarou, but Hinode told her that she already left as usual. Hinode was then remembering the first time he met Tarou. It was at a festival in the middle of rain, which matched Mio's story to Yori from before. Mio, in the form of Tarou, met with the fat cat, who gave her the cat mask. The fat cat persuades Mio to just live with Hinode forever in the cat form without ever telling who she is. He was trying to get Mio's human face so that Mio will live forever as a cat, but Mio refused it. At night, while enjoying dinner with her family, Mio said that Hinode will like her better fat. This made her father and stepmother curious about who Hinode is. Her father told her to introduce Hinode to Kaoru, saying that since they are both girls, it would be easier to discuss it together, but Mio refused it. The next day, Mio tries to flirt with Hinode again but failed and is ignored by Hinode again. While on the way to lunch at the roof with Yori, Mio heard two boys gossiping about Hinode, saying he cheated on the test. This made Mio very annoyed, and she jumped from the roof, surprising both of them and other students around, including Hinode. She managed to land, but her legs got scratched when she passed through a tree while jumping down. She thought she can land as easily as when she is a cat. When Mio was yelling at the two boys, Hinode then came and brought her to the school infirmary. This made Mio very happy because she finally got Hinode's attention. After that event, Mio, Yori, Hinode, and Hinode's friend Isami were seen enjoying lunch together at the roof. Since that Mio's lunch fell with her at that event, Hinode shared half of his lunch with Mio. After enjoying Hinode's boiled sweet potato, Mio was overjoyed and climbed over the school fence shouting that Hinode's boiled sweet potato was very salty. This made Hinode and Isami laugh for a while. When Mio was going down from the fence, Hinode accidentally smelled Mio thinking that she smells the same as Tarou. At home, Mio was welcomed by Kaoru with her cat Kanako. Kaoru was worried after seeing Mio's scratched leg and was trying to help her. But Mio convinced her that it was just a normal scratch with nothing to be worried about and straight went to her room. In her room, Mio was very excited because she is finally close with Hinode at school. Mio then went to Hinode's house as Tarou again. At Hinode's house, Hino's grandfather and mother were discussing their pottery studio. They said that they will close the studio because they can no longer pay the rent. This made Hinode very sad and upset while Tarou can only hear the conversation from outside the window. At night, Hinode was trying to finish the first pottery that he could never finish. He was then approached by Tarou. Hinode noticed that the wound on Tarou's leg is exactly the same as on Mio's leg, but he didn't care much about it. Hinode told all of his problems to Tarou. While listening to Hinode, Mio in the form of Tarou wishes that she can help Hinode to solve his problems. Before leaving, Tarou accidentally steps on Hinode's clay, making a claw mark on his work. On the way home, Tarou met the mask seller again. The seller was trying to persuade Tarou into living as a cat forever so that she can be with Hinode all day. But Mio rejected him again. After coming home, Tarou felt that something was off and suspects that Kaoru was in her room. Her parents now know that she always went out at night. While being confronted by her parents, Mio made excuses saying that she liked to go to the roof for fresh air. After that, Mio went to her room to make a letter for Hinode to express her feelings. The next day at school, Mio was trying to give the letter to Hinode, but two other boys took her letter and read it loudly in front of the whole class. This embarrassed Hinode and told Mio not to get close to him again while saying he hates her. This greatly stressed Mio and made her storm out from the class, followed by Yori. At the roof, Yori was crying instead of Mio while asking Mio to forget about Hinode. But Mio refused it, saying that she can't. At home, Mio was very sad and burst all of her feelings out when approached by Kaoru. Mio told her that she is sick with her family life, with Kaoru trying to act nice to her while her mother, who abandoned her since childhood, now asked her to live with her. Due to frustration and disappointment, Mio ran out of the window, took her mask, and changed to cat immediately. Meanwhile, Hinode kept thinking about Mio at his house. He was thinking about how did she know about his problems even though he never told anyone. Not long after, Tarou approached him and Hinode told her all of his problems until night. The next day, Tarou overslept at Hinode's room and realized that she is late for school. Suddenly, the mask seller cat showed up in front of Mio. Mio then told him that she is fed up with being a human, and Mio's human mask then fell, which was taken by the mask seller excitedly. The seller told her that the human mask fell from her when she is already sure that she doesn't want to live as a human again. She now can no longer turn back into a human unless she put the mask on again before she turns into a real cat. The cat seller then left immediately, taking her mask with her. At school, Mio's father and stepmother came to the school to look for Mio. They asked Hinode and Yori where Mio is. But the two of them don't know where she is. After they got home, Mio's mother was already waiting for them and then scolded the two of them. Mio's mother then got into a quarrel with Kaoru, blaming each other. At Hinode's house, Tarou welcomed Hinode, but he left immediately to look for Mio. Tarou then decided to accompany Hinode. Mio then realized that everyone is looking for her, including Hinode. The next day at school, Mio was then seen together with Yori. But weirdly, Mio didn't try to flirt with Hinode again when seeing him this time. Meanwhile, Tarou was seeing them from the school gate. Tarou then climbed the school's roof to see Mio in the class. She decided that she needed to do something with that fake Mio. Back to the last night's scene, Mio was trying to find the mask seller but saw the fake Mio instead. The fake Mio then ran to her house after seeing Tarou. Mio's parents were very happy seeing that Mio is finally home. Tarou then realized that the fake Mio is Kanako, Keiru's cat. The next day, Tarou went to see Kanako on her way home. Tarou begged Kanako to return her human mask so that she can return to being human again. But Kanako refused to say that she and the mask seller already had a deal and told Tarou that she will make her dream of going out with Hinode come true. Kanako told Tarou that while she prefers to be a cat, but she did it to make Kaoru happy. She wants to take the place of Keiru's daughter because Kanako is already at the end of her lifespan. She also told Tarou that the mask seller already had a deal where they each will get half of Mio's lifespan. Kanako then told Tarou to follow the red line if she wants to see the mask seller again. The red line will take her to a special place for cats. At the end of the line is a small torii gate, and suddenly the mask seller came from the gate while walking on an invisible bridge. The bridge took them to a huge tree where cats gather. On the other hand, Keiru was very sad because she cannot find Kanako. Keiru then went out to search for Kanako. Seeing this, Kanako then realized that she is very important to Keiru and she had been underestimated Keiru's love for Kanako. Kanako then went to Hinode's house in the form of Mio and told Hinode the whole truth. At first, Hinode was skeptical, but Kanako then took off her human mask and surprised Hinode. She then asked Hinode to help Mio before she permanently turned into a cat. Kanako and Hinode then went to the mysterious cat island to find Tarou. Meanwhile, Tarou was lost on the island and cannot find the mask seller. Tarou then met a cat that took her to a human cat bar. There, Tarou met the cats that met the same fate as she did. They decided to be cats to escape their life problems. Upon arriving at the cat island, Kanako and Hinode went to see the mask seller. Kanako then made Hinode wear a cat mask so that he can see the island. Weirdly, only Hinode's hand turned into that of a cat. The mask seller showed up from the wall. Kanako then told the mask seller that she wants to return Mio's human mask. But the mask seller refused and was glad because she can take Mio's entire lifespan without having to share with Kanako. Meanwhile, Tarou, that was telling her story to the other cats, was suddenly interrupted by the mask seller that came out from the sink. The mask seller then told her that Hinode is being held at his place after Hinode came to find Mio. Tarou said that Hinode couldn't possibly know about Mio's condition. The mask seller told her that Kanako told Hinode about it. But when the mask seller was about to take Tarou to the place where he can do the ritual to take Mio's entire lifespan, he was attacked by one of the cats at the bar and stopped him. One of the cats then took Tarou to the mask seller's place. Upon arriving there, they all finally met. Kanako gave Tarou her human mask back. But weirdly, Tarou cannot turn back into a human. Suddenly, the mask seller showed up and took Tarou to his ritual spot. Kanako and Hinode then follow them using the cable car. Tarou managed to escape from the mask seller while Hinode jumped off the cable car to save Tarou and took her away. But on the way, they are blocked by the mask seller again and he took the two of them to the ritual spot. Upon arriving there, the two of them tried to fight the mask seller, but suddenly a light shone upon them from above, meaning that the ritual is about to begin. Meanwhile, Hinode and Tarou started to become powerless. The mask seller then pulled out the light from Tarou's body that signifies Mio's lifespan. Hinode then attacked the mask seller again, which made him drop the light. Tarou then helped Hinode to attack the mask seller. When the mask seller was about to attack them back, suddenly all of the cats from the bar came to help Hinode and Tarou. They managed to stop the mask seller while Hinode took Mio's lifespan light and returned it to Tarou. They then expressed their feelings to each other and left the cat island immediately. They threw away all the cat masks that they wore. The last scene showed Tarou, who is now back as Mio again, holding hand with Hinode while saying that they love each other. The credit scene showed Mio going home with Kanako and made Kaoru very glad to see Kanako finally home. We can also see that Hinode told his mother and grandfather that he is determined to be a potter, which made them glad that the kiln won't be closed after all. The scene closed very beautifully with Hinode flirting with Mio, unlike the usual. So that concludes the recap of A Whisker Away. What do you guys think? I think it has a pretty unique plotline showing how teenagers that may be seen as unstable react when faced with huge problems in their life. It shows how Mio wants to escape her problems in life by becoming a cat even though she regretted it after. This film reminds us that the people around us, like friends and especially family, actually care about us, and that we only need to be ourselves to be loved by others instead of trying to be someone we are not. It successfully delivered those messages using a simple yet very entertaining story, and I recommend watching the movie to get the best experience out of it. Please tell us what you think through the comment section. If you like this content, please leave us a like and share them with your friends. Thank you for watching. Until we see you again.